When I arrived in September 2023, this was not the first time I have come to Greece. I've been here for more than 40 years on vacation very often, so I'd love to come. This is my dream posting, if you want. And it is my first time I've been working in Greece. So I arrived with a lot of expectation, of course. We have good bilateral relations, obviously, and I enjoyed coming here. I was looking forward to that. I enjoyed traveling in the last 1.5 years when I was here in Greece, and my wife and we have 3 children who are not with us here, but come as often as they can, because they also enjoy Greece and traveling here. We've seen a lot, and what impressed me most, I must say, is the diversity you can find in Greece. Προσπαθώ να μιλάω ελληνικά όσο καλύτερα μπορώ και είμαι ευγνώμων για την προσπάθεια των Ελληνών και Ελληνίδων, τους οποίους και τις οποίες συναντιέμαι κάθε μέρα, που αναγνωρίζουν τα ελληνικά μου και που αγνοούν τα λάθη που κάνω. Greece and Germany have long-standing good relations. Germans were the largest group among the Philhellenes to support the Greek Revolution. Also, some of the institutions we have here speak for that longevity of the relations. We have had the German Archaeological Institute with 150 years. We have the Chamber of Commerce with 100 years last year. So we've had long and good relations. And last year, in particular, was a very good year. We were Timomini Chora in Thessaloniki International Fair. Our president came here, so we had a series of very important meetings and events last year. Relationship has become more intense, more close. So at the moment we are in a process of reviewing, strengthening and deepening and upgrading this action plan. Apart from those meetings we've had at a deputy minister level, we have consultations at a lot of subjects. We have a migration dialogue for the 16th time. We are meeting for cultural policy consultations. We discuss Turkey, the Balkans, energy, all of this. And one of the examples of the outcome of these last action plan talks is a closer cooperation and coordination on renewable energy and green hydrogen. We have started to have discussions among the 2 ministries, for instance, on how to promote cooperation with production of green hydrogen and delivery towards Central Europe. So this is one of the topics where we are coming closer. But this is only one aspect. Relationship between Germany and Greece is so diverse. We have a German-Greek youth organization. We have where we have more than 10,000 young people already cooperating in all kinds of seminars and events, which I think is one of the most important projects. A lot of cooperation at the federal level also. So what we have, for instance, which is typical, parliamentary committees from Niedersachsen, Baden-Württemberg and all the other countries coming together to Greece, trying to find out how Greece is doing and how it recovered so well from the financial crisis towards becoming the one country in Europe with a proper economic growth. So we have those committees coming here asking about digitalization and economic growth. So I think the diversity of relationship we have is very wide. Not only imports and exports, Germany is among the first 3 countries in cooperation with Greece, but also we are the second largest investor. We are the largest group of tourists coming to Greece, more than 5 million last year, which is a new record, 5.4 million. And this will continue to be a very important aspect of our bilateral economic relationship. Cooperation on defense, as it has been seen now as one of the most important areas, has been long-standing and very successful in the past. I can only name frigates, submarines, tanks, and air defense. It's quite natural to me that these cooperations among German and Greek companies, among Germany and Greece, should continue. I mean, this at least is our ambition, and we want to continue that, and the whole discussion on defense industry growing in the light of the geopolitical developments we are having. I think it's obvious that these 2 countries match perfectly well, and we should continue to do this. Artificial intelligence is one other aspect. And I think it's worth mentioning that the Ministry of Digital Governance recently installed a micro-satellite program to better monitor wildfire and other climate developments in Greece. And the company these satellites come from is a German startup, Aurora Tech. Obviously, and I mentioned this earlier, I think renewable energy is most important for us. We have cut off Russian gas by 100%, so we need other sources of energy, and renewable energy and green hydrogen is one of the areas where we want to work together with Greece in the next few years, importantly. Greece and Germany have a migration dialogue. Every half a year we meet either in Athens or in Berlin, and we've been doing this for almost 10 years now. So this is a very important cooperation because we discuss details on collaboration in the area of migration. It's important because a very large part of irregular migrants that are coming to Greece and are being recognized as refugees move on to Germany. So this is a topic which is very relevant and very interesting for both of us. I have to say that I find it very important and interesting that one of the priorities for the Greek government and for the new Minister of Migration is to strengthen legal migration, because we have all seen that a lack in the workforce is one of the factors that's mostly mitigating the economic development. There is an interest in more workforce, and since demographics don't look that well in Europe, we have to bring legal migrants into the country, not just Greece, but all over Europe. Ukraine needs our support and will get our support as long as it takes. This will be more difficult without the US, obviously, but already with the US, Europe has given more than half of the support Ukraine needed. It will be difficult to supplement if the US is withdrawing from this whole arrangement of military support, financial support, and so on. But we will have no other choice. We have to do this. We have to build up our own defense industry to work towards that goal, and we have to build up the Ukrainian defense industry to work towards that goal. And the measures that have been initialized and that have been proposed at a European level work towards that direction. The building up of a possibility of lending on the market and disregarding the debt clause and having an exception to the debt clause to to finance our own defense industry is working towards the support of Ukraine, because we don't know, but we can be afraid of what's coming after that military confrontation if the US is not supporting that common cause. Rearm Europe, the program of the Commission that's been proposed by von der Leyen, and it's been discussed at several meetings of the heads of state in Brussels, is a program which is a very good first step, I think. It allows member states to strengthen their own defense industry, and it allows member states to contribute to a strengthening of the Ukrainian defense industry. As with all matters defense industry, this will take time. Again, I don't think we have a choice. This is what we have to do, and if individual member states, for instance, would refocus their own defense industry towards that aim, it would be maybe a good idea. But as I said, defense industry is a mid-term, long-term industry, so you need to develop and so on. What we could also do is, or what we need to do is to strengthen and refocus European defense industry. We need more cooperation programs within the European Union. We have to say that all trust is gone. We suddenly wake up one morning and we see the US turning against us, against their best friends, their best allies. This came abruptly, I would say. You would have some ideas about it. You heard it from President Trump's first presidency, some undertones on that, but this is new in its totality and its unpredictability. And so now we are in a situation where we have to refocus on our own, on Europe. Europe is a great economic and political actor if it sticks together, if it's united. And this is the task we need to fulfill now. We need to be united. The tariffs are completely illogical. They are not justified. It disrupts world trade, global trade. It's not only against Europe, it disrupts global trade. And it's not good, not for us, but foremost not for the Americans. The Commission is prepared for that. We've done that in 2019. We've seen what we have to do when the US, when President Trump comes with a round of tariffs. And I'm confident that in Brussels, as they are looking at it right now, we will find countermeasures for that. I don't think it has a future, what he's doing. He will have to reconsider, and we will have measures adapted to what he's been doing. Culture is an important bridge, and not only the German Archaeological Institute celebrated 150 years, it is the second German Archaeological Institute in the world, the second oldest. We have the oldest Goethe Institute in the world here in Athens, and the one that I think manages the most language exams in the world. So it can tell you how important cultural relationships, cultural institutes are for a building of trust and a building of the basis for very good bilateral relations. I notice this very often when I go to the north of Greece, because particularly there you will find a lot of people who speak German or who understand German, whose parents have been working in Germany after the Second World War. So we have a large diaspora in Germany, and I think it's very often underrated, underestimated what important role this group of Greeks in Germany, this Greek diaspora with their own schools and so on, plays in the building up of these bilateral relationships. We have Greek institutions in Germany. We have a Greek-German economic association, which is very important. They come very often and they bring together Greeks and German entrepreneurs, which is very important. So I think cultural cultural bridges are the most important and the most, possibly the strongest relationship countries can have, because they stay on, they continue, and this is a very personal issue, so people speak to people, so I'm very optimistic to have this strong cultural relationship as a basis for our bilateral relationship.